Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in and you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time, energy, the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K. All right. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, my G's. You understand me? Hit the like button. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, all right? Big salute. Now, listen, man, I got a lot of people in the DM right now. Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your perspective on the whole situation with La Russell and Rock Nation? Yo, Big G and BTV, what's your thought process on everything that went down with La Russell and Rock Nation? And I gotta say, man, first and foremost, it is absolutely nasty work. Watching an artist like La Russell go through his humiliation ritual, watching an artist as pure as La Russell was get sucked into the industry and walk through the door right before our eyes. But I will say this, right? I'm not surprised. This is something that we always talk about. This is something that on this channel we have been exposing over and over and over again. And I had to ask myself, what is so different about La Russell? You know what I mean? Yeah. There is no difference. You want to be in this industry, you want to go to the top, you're going to have to go through a humiliation ritual. You're going to have to walk through the door. You're going to work for the higher ups and the elites, okay? Now, I got a lot of y'all, you know, tapped in with the boy. Y'all already know I was at a wedding this weekend. Big salute and congratulations to the homie Gnarly. He had a beautiful wedding. You know, me and the old lady, we went to the wedding. We had an amazing time. You know, mojitos on top of mojitos. But we'll talk about that later on in the live stream. All right, big salute to the chat. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But when I did my due diligence on La Russell and Rock Nation and, you know, this whole backlash when it comes to the song Heavensent. Oh, yeah, get deep and get wicked, and it's always deep in rap. It's always deep in rap. And I said, you know, it's not a better topic right now, debate the algorithm, than La Russell, Rock Nation, in this song that he just dropped. All right. Now, listen, you already know, man, before I give y'all this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, before I give you this dope that's straight off the brick into the bottles, we got to do some customizations to the chat. You understand me? Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But the higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level, my G. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to muffle the message and shadow ban the channel. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. You know what I mean? And this revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. Big salute, Mr. Universe. I see you in here. All my big wrenches. Y'all already know what to do. We not playing no games. This is Grown Man Business. So all the kiddies and all the babies and all the youngsters, y'all need to go upstairs. Don't make us take this belt off. You know what I mean? Go upstairs, play nice, share your toys, and be quiet. You understand? Don't make us come up them stairs and put belt. Yeah, you know the rest. We're going to talk about La Russell tonight. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Like I said, man, you know, a pure artist like La Russell, a lot of people are up in arms about the humiliation ritual. It's a lot of people that's feeling a certain type of way. And I ain't going to lie, you know, when I got a chance to check the DMs, you know, I was bombarded with this right here. So it was only right that we talk about La Russell and this situation. But it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap, because his humiliation ritual, nasty work, my G's. Oh, yeah, yes. Yes, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. What they made La Russell do, It get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. And you know, looking through the algorithm, you know what I mean? You know, doing my due diligence in these YouTube streets, I haven't seen anybody connect the dots the way I'm about to connect the dots. Everybody talked about this situation. Everybody has something to say about this song, Heavensent, but nobody connect the dots like Grown Man Business TV connects the dots. I don't know if they don't want to connect the dots. I don't know if these people or these YouTubers or these content creators is you know, I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or if they just, you know, sugarcoating the content. You know, everybody's nervous. Nobody wants to, you know, think outside the box. Nobody wants to go against the grain because it's dangerous to do that in these YouTube streets. When you go against the grain, your platform is in jeopardy. You are at the mercy of the higher ups and the elites when it comes to your platform. But see, what I'm here to tell you is it's a way about to go about it. It's a way to do it. It's a way to articulate yourself. It's a way to deliver these messages and these downloads, and that's exactly what we about to do. La Russell is nasty work, and I would say you got some explaining to do, but don't worry, La Russell, I'ma do the explaining for you. Don't worry, I got it. Don't even trip, homie. I got you. All right. Now you see that right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers to do the Twittering all in the comment section, using your Twitter fingers to do the Twittering all in the comment section with your Twitter fingers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you tap in to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit the share and the hype. Hype this live stream, hype the videos. Make sure y'all do that. Get us back in the algorithm. Yeah. You know, I've been out of town for the weekend, you know, having a good time with the old lady. You know, when you get old, you start going to weddings and all that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. When you start getting on that grown man business, you end up at weddings with open bars. Oh, mojitos all night. We was drinking mojitos on the rocks all night. Oh yeah, yes we did. Yeah, we had a good time, boy. Yes sir. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Them weddings, boy, that open bar. Oh yes. So I need to get back in the algorithm. I got to get back in the swing of things. I'm knocking the rust off, all right? Make sure you share the live stream and make sure we get back into the algorithm. We would have already had 300 people in here right now. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. No problem. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about these weddings. When you get grown, yo, we're going to have a conversation about that. Right now, it's on you, La Russell. All right? Now, La Russell recently dropped a song by the name of Heavensent. Oh, you know, at the title of the song, you would believe that this is going to take you to the next level. You're going to get closer to the Most High. The song is called Heavensent. It's a beautiful song. I ain't going to lie to you. I didn't want to have to do this with La Russell. And I didn't want to have to expose the tricks of the trade when it come to the higher ups and the elites, but it's my duty. The downloads have downloaded. And in this song called Heaven Sent, oh, it's a lot of mixed messages going on. It's a lot of mixed signals and mixed messages, and it's a narrative being painted. Now, a lot of people are feeling away about some of the lyrics in this song. But see, I want to give you some game, and I want to really take you there tonight on how it's deeper than the lyrics. I mean, when you look at the visual for this song, when you look at the video for this song, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? And you got to know something. I want you to follow me on this, because we are past the whole conspiracy theory, you know, situation, the whole conspiracy theory motive and narrative that they paint for the people. We are way beyond that, way beyond it. There was a time where you would come onto these platforms, you would get into the algorithm and you would say certain things and they would title it as a conspiracy theory. You are a conspiracy theorist. You are making these things up. It's a conspiracy, right? And when you talk like this and you deliver these conspiracies, right? It's always going to be somebody out there that's going to speak against it. It's always going to be a puppet that they put out there to speak against it. And not only speak against the conspiracy theory, right? They're going to make you feel like a lame for saying it. They're going to make you feel like a sucker, like a fan, like a stan. You know, like less of a man because you're speaking on this situation and, you know, you should be out there, you know, you should be out there getting some money, homie. You know what I mean? Well, you know, why are you so worried? That's how they got us back in the day. That's how a lot of these rappers and a lot of these A&Rs and a lot of these puppets, that's how they, you know, deflected by making you feel like you shouldn't be talking about it or you was reaching, right? So I want to give you both aspects of this. I want to really deliver these downloads because again, you know, you say these things and you're going to have some backlash. But the problem is we are in a day and age where everything is being exposed. It is very easy to see. It is not rocket science to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors, and they put it right in front of your face. And being as though, again, we are in the day of exposure. You either gonna deny it or you not. It ain't like back in the day when we didn't have the technology and you had to really question yourself. You know, you would see them do something. You would see the Mickey Mouses. You would see the Nickelodeon. You would see certain things in these movies and then you would point it out, but then you would turn around and you would question yourself. Now we have all the information. It's right in front of your face. And it's really up to you to accept what it is or be in denial. And that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in denial or you want to accept exactly what the reality is. That's on you. All right. So y'all already know, right? One thing for sure, two things for certain. I kept the receipts. I don't go nowhere without the receipts, my G. All right. So we're going to get into this first receipt. And, you know, salute to the homie Ray Daniels. I really rock with Ray Daniels content. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of information from Ray Daniels because he was deep in the industry, very deep in the industry. And some of the things he say, I rock with. But then again, I'm a wise man, right? So I'm able to learn from these guys' mistakes. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. And the more you listen to dudes like Ray Daniels and just other producers and other A&Rs, other puppets that have spent years in the industry, you know, just let them talk long enough and they'll expose themselves. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can like it or love it. If you let them talk long enough, they will expose themselves. And Ray Daniels, with all the good, with all the game he gives up, this receipt, the first receipt we're going to get into, I'm basically exposing his hand. Because this situation with Russell it's a deep humiliation ritual. Yeah, we get it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they make you put a dress on, right? They got you like Young Thug. You got a dress. You got lipstick on. You Lil Uzi Vert, right? You're doing the Lil Uzi Vert dance. You got Lil Nas X. You know, a lot of these humiliation rituals are, you know, cookie cutter. I'll say that, cookie cutter. You know, they all do it. This situation with LaRussell was a little bit different. And we're going to get into that. Let's get into this receipt. Let's not waste no more time. Let's let, you know, Mr. Daniels talk. And then we're going to kind of break that down before we get into this situation with LaRussell. All right, go ahead and talk to the people. Let's let Ray Daniels, salute to him. I rock with him. Let's let him talk, right? And then we're going to break this thing down. Big salute to the chat. Well over 100 and some in here. Hit the like button and all that. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Ray Daniels, talk to the people. Look.
I want to start with LaRussell because he was just recently here with you, right?
Yeah, that's my guy. He signed to Rock Nation.
And people are really upset about that.
I would say this. If you think like that, you are in the little nigga category. LaRussell is playing the game. To me, like I always say, like I speak on LaRussell in the situation because I worked at Rock Nation. And I remember there would be employees at Rock Nation that were mad at LaRussell for saying Rock Nation offer was weak. And I remember just thinking like, why are you so mad? He's just telling his truth. Right. But that's because they thought like little boys. They thought like little boys. It was like, he's talking about us. A man understands he's trying to get somewhere. That's why he's talking about us. That's the only label he focused on. It's the only label he probably wanted to manifest. Once he got all the little niggas and they little offer out the room and he got in the room with the big nigga, what happens, guys? A deal gets signed and everybody happy. I just want y'all to stop paying attention to how you guys react to certain things. LaRussell is playing the game. Hove is playing the game. Little niggas are playing games too. They just don't understand the big game. So they talk like little game niggas. Oh, LaRussell will sell out. LaRussell has been building his brand. You do not go far without help. But guess what? The further he goes, the more he owns. Like, and by the way, if you're caught, if you have your panties up in a bunch over LaRussell, I would ask you to look at your life. Because why do you have your panties up in a bunch of a decision another man made for his life? You was too caught up in his life. You forgot that you had your own to live.
I want to start with LaRussell because he was just recently here with you, right?
Yeah, that's my guy. He signed to Rock Nation.
And people are really upset about that.
I would say this. If you think like that, you are in the little nigga category. LaRussell is playing the game. To me, like I always say, like I speak on LaRussell in the situation because I worked at Rock Nation. And I remember there would be employees at Rock Nation that were mad at LaRussell for saying Rock Nation offer was weak. And I remember just thinking like, why are you so mad?
Now let's start right there, right? And again, salute to Ray Daniels. I rock with him, but we going to dissect this, right? The first thing he said was, if you got a problem with LaRussell signing with Rock Nation, you are thinking like a little nigga. That's what he said, right? And he's saying like, you know, why are you so mad at LaRussell for playing the game? For playing the game. And I wanted to speak directly to that. See, the thing is, right, without the fans, you are nobody. Without the fans purchasing the music, Ray Daniels is not Ray Daniels. It don't matter how many beats you make. It don't matter how many songs you drop. It don't matter what you do. The one thing you got to understand is people are not invested in your music or your product. You are nothing. And that's one thing you got to always pay attention to. When these celebrities get to a certain level and they start talking a certain way and they start acting like they did this by themselves and they're just that good, they start believing the hype. That's a telltale sign they ate the cheese. That's a telltale sign that they've been at one of them parties and P. Diddy got that baby oil and yeah, Clyde Davis. Yeah, they did something. Soon as you get to that level and you get to one of them parties and they bust your back open, now you done forgot about the fans because you think you in the door. But that's a telltale sign. Oh, thinking like a little. Nah, that's not what it is. That's a deflection. Actually, the fans care about, people are going to care about what they invest in. The things we invest our money into, the things we invest our time into, the things we invest our energy into are things that we are going to care about. So if I'm buying your music, if I'm listening to your music, if I'm buying your concert tickets, if I'm buying your merch, if I'm listening to the words that you are pushing into the universe, right? If I'm paying attention, then that's my time and energy. The highest forms of currency. I always tell y'all that. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. That's why the fans care. Not because you a little nigga, not because you ain't worried about the right things, not because you need to get your life together, because you have invested time and energy into an artist. Jay-Z wouldn't be Jay-Z if we didn't buy Reasonable Doubt, if we didn't invest in the music and invest in everything else. It is what it is. So I wanted to stop right there in the beginning. You got to see how Ray Daniels is already trying to, it's the word semantics. He's trying to manipulate the situation. The word semantics. He already trying to make you think you less than for having an opinion or having, feeling a certain type of way about whatever's going on with the artist that you are invested in. As soon as we are not invested in the artist, your ass fall off. We see you working at TSA. It's working at Walmart. Some goddamn where you see you on the streets. You become a bum. And this is in all industries. basketball, all of this shit, sports. As soon as we not worried about you, as soon as we not buying your jerseys, as soon as you ain't got no motion, your ass ain't on the team no more. So let's just start right there. And just everybody always remember that. You know, you want an autograph when you see one of these celebrities. You don't want an autograph because you care about the celebrity. We don't know you. Yeah. Most of you celebrities, we never met you. The reason people want an autograph is because they have invested time and energy into the product that you are selling. You know, the music that you're selling, the merch that you're selling, the concert tickets that you're selling, the TV show, whatever you into. The only reason niggas want to get an autograph or they want to take a picture is because they have invested time and energy. Okay? So let's just start right there. Now talk some more. Let's let Ray Daniels talk, because this shit right here is deep, what he's talking about. Talk to the people, Ray. Look.
He's just telling his truth. But that's because they thought like little boys. They thought like little boys. It was like, he's talking about us. A man understands he's trying to get somewhere. That's why he's talking about us. That's the only label he focused on. Is the only label he probably wanted to manifest. Once he got all the little niggas and they little offer out the room and he got in the room with the big nigga, what happens, guys? A deal gets signed and everybody happy. I just want y'all to stop paying attention to how you guys react to certain things.
Well, let's talk about that. He got all the baby small offers out the room, right? Soon as he gets in the room with the big nigga, Jay-Z, right? Rock Nation. I'm talking federal informants. We all know it. Desiree Perez is a federal informant. That's public information. This is not gossip. This is not celebrity gossip. This is none of that. Desiree Perez is a known federal informant who took down multiple drug cartels that works right beside Jay-Z. They control all the venues that you perform at, especially in the United States. They got a hand in every stadium, every venue. So when you get in the room with Jay-Z, oh, now all of a sudden the deal is made. Now, I want to stay right where we at. Right where we at. You know, the biggest rapper, right? The richest rapper to ever come from our environment, Jay-Z. You gonna do the deal, homie. Yeah, you're not walking out the office without the deal getting done. And when you do the deal, you sign a deal with the devil. You sign a deal with the most high, the higher ups and the elites. Jehovah. And see, all of these, we're gonna get into that. But the name Jehovah, right? That should tell you something. You know, the small hat people that run the industry, the same people that had Jay-Z tell us we ain't kneeling no more, that whole situation is done. The same people that gave Jay-Z the job at the NFL for the halftime. See, it get deep. It get wicked, and it's always deep in a rap. And for you to think La Russell is any different than a Lil Wayne or Lil Uzi Vert or Lil Nas X or a Young Thug, ain't no difference. Okay? But let Ray Daniels tell it. Oh, you know, little niggas think like this and little niggas think like that and blah, 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 blah with the little niggas. Yo, and if you up, yeah. Because what the people invested in when they invested in La Russell is independence. La Russell was selling independent, an independent artist, an entrepreneur who was not going to subside to the industry. He wasn't going to bend, break, and fold for the industry. That's the product that he sold to the people. That's the reason why La Russell was wealthy. That's why he got all this money. That's why he got all this motion, is because people wanted to believe in entrepreneurship. And I'm not saying La Russell isn't an entrepreneur, because he was an entrepreneur until he got in bed with Rock Nation. He was what people thought he was before he got with Jay-Z. Respectfully. Yeah, had everybody buying his album, everybody buying his merch, because nobody wanted to see him get in bed with them people. And the first chance he got in bed with them people. But see, where we all getting it confused at, and we're gonna talk about this, is I think a lot of people felt like LaRussell ran to Jay-Z, he ran to Rock Nation, he ran to the industry. And what I'm starting to see is that he was cornered. LaRussell was cornered. Yeah. We're gonna talk. Oh yeah, it get deep. This shit gonna get real deep. We're gonna get through this and we're gonna go to the next receipt. LaRussell was a movement that the higher ups and the elites was able to pinpoint. Hey, we got to get him out the way. Something like Nipsey Hussle. Something like a Nipsey Hussle. But LaRussell ain't no gang member. LaRussell ain't no radical. He just a dude that's gonna say certain things. But he's no gangster. He's no, he's built like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah. LaRussell was built like the Pillsbury Doughboy. LaRussell, you could just poke him in his, just poke him in his little belly. He gonna laugh like that. Yeah. Respectfully, LaRussell, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to paint a picture. When the shark saw you, they saw the guppy. They didn't see another shark. And they said, homie got some motion that we got to get control of. Yeah, homie got some motion that we need to get it. We need to get a leash on that before it get out of control. LaRussell was doing numbers like Nipsey Hussle with the Crenshaw album. He probably was doing more. You remember when Nipsey was selling the Crenshaw album for $100 a CD? He was making over 100 grand every stop. Every motherfucking stop, he was making 100 grand plus. Nobody got their hands in the pot. LaRussell was probably doing that and some. Okay? And I ain't trying to disrespect you, but if you look at LaRussell, I got the receipts, LaRussell. You got that little pudgy stomach that just want to poke you in your little, but yeah, just poke you in your little belly. And I'm going to say something before we go forward, right? Everybody thought Jay-Z buying 100 copies of that Crenshaw album was a sign of endearment. Everybody, salute to the homie Trap Star Mex, and I see you in the chat, right? Jay-Z bought 100 copies. Everybody thinks that was a sign of endearment. In due time, what I realized is that was an alarm. That was a fire alarm that Jay-Z. That was Jay-Z pulling a fire alarm for the higher ups and the elites. When Jay-Z bought 100 copies of that album, that was Jay-Z letting the higher ups and the elites know we got a problem right here. Hey, look over here, right here. You see why I just spent like 10 bands with him right here, homie right here. We got a problem. Houston, we got a fucking problem. That's when the higher ups and the elite started watching Nipsey. They saying, yo, they started making phone calls. Hey, yo, that's your man, that's your artist. Yeah, you see what homie's doing over there with the CDs and all that? We trying to get people to be streaming. This nigga selling $100 CDs. Going all across the United States, making $100,000 in less than 24 hours. You got your hand in the pot. Nah, we ain't got our hands in the pot. Universal, y'all got your hands, that's your man. We don't know homie. Hey, Def Jam, y'all know, we don't know homie. Hey, LaFace Records, y'all know, we don't know homie. That was Jay-Z pulling a fucking fire alarm. It's a fire about to break out. Look at that. We need, somebody call, get the hose out. That's why y'all come to this channel, because y'all ain't never heard nobody say that. Y'all ain't never heard nobody tell y'all that those 100 Crenshaw albums that Jay-Z brought is what put the people on Nipsey. Jay-Z is a chess player. Salute the Hove. Okay? Now let's let the homie talk. Salute the, Ray Daniels. Let's let him talk for a few more. Yeah, you ain't never heard nobody say that. Jay-Z jumped out there, bought 100 copies. Yeah. Right now. And then let everybody know. Everybody knows that Jay-Z did that. I mean, Nipsey talked about it. Jay-Z didn't stop that motion. He didn't stop that narrative. Soon as, them people, they wasn't even looking at Nipsey. Nipsey over there on Crenshaw, he doing his thing, ex-gang member and all that. He ain't making no waves. He ain't affecting no bottom line. Them people ain't even paying no attention to Nipsey. Them people paying attention to what Jay-Z do. And Jay-Z put his attention on Nipsey Hussle. And now all them Jewish people is looking at Nipsey. And they saying, we ain't getting none of that money. And this nigga's a radical. And he's a gang member. He's uncontrollable. This nigga got a pendant to Malcolm X, or he wants to be like Malcolm X. He's not talking about Martin Luther King. Oh, that was the downfall. That was the beginning of the decline for Nipsey Hussle. But that's a whole nother live stream. Talk to the people, Ray Daniels. Look.
LaRussell is playing the game. Hove is playing the game. Little niggas are playing games too. They just don't understand the big game. So they talk like little game niggas. Oh, LaRussell will sell out. LaRussell has been building his brand. You do not go far without help. But guess what? The further he goes, the more he owns.
I wasn't even going to stop him, but I want to stop him. Hove is playing the game. LaRussell is playing the game. And in this industry, you do not go far without help. What is he telling y'all? What he's telling you is Jay-Z is working for them people. We got LaRussell working for them people because they both understand. They both have come to the conclusion that you don't go far in this industry without the help of the puppet master. You don't go far in this industry without the help of the Geppetto, somebody pulling the strings. You know, them Jewish people, the people at the top, the people that own the music industry. You will not go far without their help. Oh, you won't go far, baby. So again, when you got these dudes talking, they done got so high up on the totem pole, they forgot that the fans is the reason you even in position. The fans are the reason we even know your name. They start talking like this. Oh, you don't go far. They're playing the game. Jay-Z's playing the game. LaRussell, they say this shit so smooth, it go over your head and under your bridge. But when he said you don't go far in this game without help. Notice he never specifies who the fuck the help is coming from because he can't do that. They're going to tell you the truth. They're going to put it right in front of your face, and it's up to you to see through the smoke and mirrors. Oh, you don't go far in this industry without help. Well, who is the help coming from? Oh, you can't talk about. That's above your pay grade, Ray Daniels. And you a rich dude. Salute to Ray Daniels. He got a lot of money, but that's above your pay grade, little homie. Yeah, I saw that in the chat, and I always tell y'all, these dudes that talk to us are mere crumbs of the table. When it come to the higher ups and the elites, when it come to that real paper, when it come to that real wealth, that old money, these niggas is just getting money. Jay-Z is new money. Kanye, whoever you look at in our culture that got money, they new money. The people I'm talking about got that old money. Dudes like Ray Daniels can't talk about them. Cat Williams neither. He'll never say the real names. I'm gonna let him finish out. Go ahead and finish your thing, Cat. We're gonna close out and we're gonna get deeper into this. Go ahead and talk to the people, Ray. Look.
Like, and by the way, if you're caught, if you have your panties up in a bunch over LaRussell, I would ask you to look at your life. Because why do you have your panties up in a bunch of a decision another man made for his life? You was too caught up in his life. You forgot that you had your own to live.
And again, I'm glad that he said that. Nobody got their panties in a bunch. The problem is they use these puppets like LaRussell, these rappers, these actors, right, to affect our life, to try and create a narrative for our life. So you are not wrong. You are not out of pocket when you start to dissect what these rappers and these actors is selling you. When you start to question, the product. You know, LaRussell is an entrepreneur. He is a rapper that will not sign to the industry, and he sold that package to the people. And then he turns right around and he signs to the industry. You are not a sucker or a lame, right, for questioning that. And we're going to get deep, but I want to just say one more thing. Keep in mind, always keep in mind that these dudes got money to us. Ray Daniels, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rihanna, whoever in this industry that we see that's propped up in front of us, they only have money to us. Yeah. They talk to us a certain way because they got money when it, they got more money than the most of us. But in the real grand scheme of things, these people are mere crumbs on the table. Mere crumbs on the table. Ray Daniels will be passing out goddamn caviar and crumpets at one of those real situations. In one of those real rooms, Ray Daniels will be up there tap dancing. Jay-Z too, they have Jay-Z ass on stage talking about, if you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off. Yeah, sing that song, Jay-Z, that we like. What's it called again? What's that song called? Dirt on Your Shoulders. Yeah, Jay-Z, we love that song, Dirt on Your Shoulders. Go on, get a microphone. Billionaire Hov will be on stage. You feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off. Have his ass rapping and tapping, spitting and skitting. Always keep that in mind when these dudes get to talking to us like they mean something, like they doing something, because they got a little paper. Respectfully, now get your money and all that. But Ray Daniels will be a waiter. They'll have that nigga pouring wine and all that. Tilt your glass. They'll have Ray Daniels will be asking, fries, do you want waffle fries or do you want regular fries? Would you like seasoning on your fries? Nigga, yeah. And Jay-Z and Beyonce will be up there talking about dangerously in love. Yeah. Yeah. So always keep that in mind. I keep that in mind. I respect your business acumen, but don't talk to me like you know more than me. See, we're gonna move forward, but I want y'all to just hear me out. Just because you got money don't mean you smarter than me. Just because you got a whole bunch of fucking money don't mean you a wise man. You could have been eating dick for that money. See, a lot of you dudes was out there with P. Diddy, yeah, eating cock and all that. Yeah, getting your back busted up. Yeah. There's a lot of you dudes was at them parties and shit, yeah, swimming in baby oil. You get all that money and you come in front of me, you want to talk to me like you know something. Because you got money. Because we living in a day and age that all you got to do is have some money and everybody going to respect you as a scholar. They going to respect you as a wise man. Oh, he's rich. You know what they say about rich in that Bible? We'll get biblical later. You already know I'm going to get biblical. But you know what they say about rich people in that word, right? Respectfully. Okay? Ray Daniels threw it out there. He just basically said, let the man do what he doing. He playing the game. Now I want to get deep with this. I needed to break the ice real quick. Now let's get deep. LaRussell dropped a song called Heavensent, right? Where he said that Donald Trump is Heavensent. Hitler is Heavensent. Epstein is Heavensent. And not only did he make those mentions in the song, right? He also has a whole, you know what? I'm going to get into this receipt. But the visual is nasty work. The Epstein files. Talks of nuclear war. Donald Trump got the ICE agents in the goddamn airport. Yeah. All because of these Epstein files need to be covered up. They need to be swept under the rug. Right? And then you get a guy like LaRussell that has an influence over the children. Listen to me. Listen, get us back in the algorithm. Share this. LaRussell is a rapper that has a heavy influence over the children. It's a lot of babies that listen to his music. And after he signs with Roc Nation, out of nowhere, he's doing songs saying that Epstein is heaven sent. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I know what he was trying to say. I'm wise. I'm wise beyond my years. I could see through the smoke and mirrors. I understand where he was going with this song, but I also understand what he was doing with the grand scheme of this. Yeah, we need to soften up we need to soften the views of Epstein. We need to pull at the heartstrings of the people. We need to relate Epstein and Donald Trump and Hitler. We need to put them closer to the Most High. We need to bring in the kids. We need to talk to the kids because the Epstein files and X, Y, and Z and why not? You know what? Let's get into this receipt. Russell, nasty work. And I know you thought you got this over our heads and under our bridges, but the beautiful thing is we got independent content creators like myself, Grown Man Business TV, yours truly. You ain't got to say a word. I'm going to connect the dots for you. Let's look at this. Let's get into this receipt. Oh, y'all going to love it. Y'all going to love me for this. Hit the like button. And I need 100 likes in here. I ain't going to run y'all down for these likes neither. When you step into the building, wipe off your feet. It's well over 200 in here. Get the likes up. Let's look at this receipt. Big salute to the chat. Look. Now I want you to look at this right here. What you see? What you see now? A whole bunch of babies. A whole bunch of children. Look at these children now. Look at all these babies. Look at all these babies all the way down the line. Okay? You see all these kids? Now, I bet y'all didn't see that when y'all heard this song or when y'all saw the short or when y'all saw the content of this song. I bet y'all didn't notice it's about 100 children out here. It's 100 children he's about to sing this song to. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Let's listen. Talk to the people, Russell. Look!
What made you do life rap? Because when I listen to your life rap, it's I feel it. I feel what you're saying. So what made you do that?
That's a phenomenal question. How old are you? 12? When I was 12, I needed songs that helped me navigate where I was in life.
Look at
What
this.
made you do life rap? Because when I listen to your life rap, it's I feel it. I feel what you're saying. So what made you do that?
That's a phenomenal question. How old are you? 12? When I was 12, I needed songs that helped me navigate where I was in life. And I wasn't always able to find them. So I made them. A lot of the life rap you hear from me is songs, is messages from me to myself that I can remember along this journey. And for all the little people who look like me and love me and think like me, to have a guide on their way. That's why I write life rap, for everybody going through life.
Now I want to stop LaRussell right there. LaRussell, you what? Let me tell you something. You are good. You good, boy. Oh, LaRussell, yeah. Did y'all hear that? You know what it reminded me of listening to LaRussell talk like that? It reminded me of Mr. Rogers. Y'all remember that show, Mr. Rogers, the white man with the dog fur, with the nice sweaters and all that? He was an old man and he used to, oh, it's such a beautiful day to be in the neighborhood. Oh, the children. Oh, we love you. Come in the house. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Like LaRussell got that kind of feeling. And the children resonate. The little boy said, how did you learn how to do life rap? Because I feel you. Now, this little boy got to be 8, 9 years old talking about he feels. I feel you, LaRussell. How did you get? And LaRussell said, how old are you? Listen to this. Listen to this nigga, man. Listen to Russell, man. Listen to this shit, man. Just listen with me.
I feel what you're saying.
I feel what you're saying.
So what made you do that?
Oh,
That's a phenomenal question.
that's a phenomenal question. How old are you?
12?
12?
When I was 12,
When I was 12,
I needed songs that helped me navigate where I was in life.
navigate.
and I wasn't always able to find them.
Oh,
So I made them.
I made them.
A lot of the life rap you hear from me is songs, is messages from me to myself.
Me to myself,
that
yes.
I can remember.
You see how they playing the music in the background and all that? I just wanted y'all to listen to that with me right there. Diabolical right there. That right there, that shit right there. When I seen this receipt right here, that's when the downloads begin to download. That's when I knew I had to expose this. Okay? Now, if you ask me, LaRussell is a phenomenal rapper. He has a way about, saying things and, drawing you in with his lyrics, with his interludes, with his beats, with his frequency. Okay? But if you got the power to do that, and then you get to saying what he about to say. Oh, beautiful. Barney. Oh, yes, Barney. I mean, this motherfucker got a Sesame Street vibe about him. Grown-ass man. This man got to be 35 years old, but it's something about he got a Sesame Street Big Bird. This motherfucker like Big Bird. Yeah, Ernie, Big Bird, and it's something about this motherfucker, man. He would be perfect for Sesame Street with the babies. Oh, now y'all see where I'm going with this. Now y'all see where I'm going with. You know what, LaRussell? I can't play the whole. I won't play the whole song because I don't want no problems. But I'm gonna let LaRussell. We gonna get right into what he. Talk to the people, LaRussell. Huh? Talk to the people. Look.
Shit that we on. Show me a God that everybody agree on. What if Jesus was on the same shit that we on? What if Jesus was on the same shit that we on?
Look, kids. Look all the kids. The babies.
Hey, I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Ooh, boy, you did. You was a good one. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might be one of the best celebrity puppets I've seen in a long time. They do the same cookie cuttery, humiliation rituals where they walk you dudes out there with a dress and some lipstick, or, they do this or they do that. But what they use LaRussell for is something I haven't really seen in this manner. I mean, this shit right here was genius. This was a hell of a chess move by the peoples, man. Now, let's break this down, right? You got the children telling LaRussell how much they feel his music. They feel it. LaRussell gets on the stage and says, "We are all heaven sent." Donald Trump 2, he's heaven sent. Epstein 2, he's heaven sent. Yeah, Adolf 2, even you. We all heaven sent. The devil is heaven sent. Now you think, let's get into this. You think these children are wise enough to understand what you're trying to say? You think these children have did enough due diligence, read enough books, read enough of that Bible, that word, the truth, to be able to understand what you're trying to say? Or are they just going to hear what you said and run with it? Oh, LaRussell said Epstein's heaven sent. He's not that bad. Epstein's not that bad because, LaRussell said that he's heaven sent. We're heaven sent. The devil is heaven sent. Even Adolf and Donald Trump, they're heaven sent. So, again, when you look into this, they do it right in front of your face. But if you can see through the smoke and mirrors, that's nasty work. And again, LaRussell wasn't rapping like this before he signed with Jay-Z and Rock Nation. He wasn't giving, Donald Trump and Epstein and Adolf Hitler. He wasn't giving them, the title of heaven sent before he got with Rock Nation. So if you can't connect the dots, then that's on you. That's on you. Now, for my investors that's in tune with this channel, I'm gonna break down what he's saying when we get biblical, because I'm gonna get biblical with it, and I'm gonna break down what he's saying, because I get what he's saying, but these babies don't understand what you're saying, homie. 1 + 1 = 2 to these babies. They don't know none more, none less. If it look like a dog, it walk like a dog, it bark like a dog, it's a goddamn dog. They don't know that it's a clone, it's a motherfucking robot. They don't know that it's AI. A lot of the things that we see on YouTube or we see in social media, we can automatically tell, yo, that's not real, that's AI. These babies don't know the difference. That's why they're not supposed to be in this algorithm. That's why these babies got their own algorithm. And guess what? LaRussell, your ass ain't supposed to be in a algorithm. That's why your ass up there rapping like Barney, sounding like Mr. Mr. Rogers and all of that, sounding like Sesame Street, so you can get in a algorithm. Because you sound like motherfucking Barney and Sesame Street. You sound like Big Bird. Perfect for these little kids' algorithm. It's a perfect frequency for them to receive your message that Epstein was heaven sent. Adolf Hitler, he was heaven sent. See, you thought you got that over our heads and under our bridges. But nah, homie, in high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? Yeah. So they are basically, allegedly, they are using LaRussell to soften the babies. It's a lot of grown-ups talking about Epstein. It's a lot of adults, grown man business, having grown man conversations, and we talking down on Epstein and what Epstein was doing to them youngsters, to them babies. We might not be talking directly to the youngsters, but the kids, they always ear hustling. You know how kids is. You know how we was when we was children. Uncles and mamas and everybody, aunties, they talking and we listening at the door. We can hear what they talk. They hear us talking about Epstein. So they got LaRussell in position to make them babies feel good about Epstein. He was heaven sent. He wasn't like that. He wasn't that bad. He was heaven sent. We have to forgive Epstein for what he was doing to these youngsters. Because he was heaven sent, just like we are heaven sent. That's what they got this man doing. Look. That he know what he doing. That's a guilty look right there. He got the look on his face like, man, I don't know. Man, they got me fucked. They done got me. These people got me. Got all these, got all these babies right here. Look, all these babies listening to LaRussell, taking pictures with the iPhones and all that. Look, all these babies subconsciously listening. Look, she telling them right here. She telling, he said Epstein was heaven sent. That's what she telling that little girl right there. My daddy said Epstein was a bad man, but LaRussell said that Epstein's a heaven sent. I think LaRussell's a nice man. I like LaRussell's music. Don't it sound like Sesame Street? I think I seen LaRussell. I think I seen LaRussell with the Teletubbies. He sound like the Teletubbies. Yeah. LaRussell sound like Number Blocks. You seen Number Blocks? Yeah, LaRussell. I think yeah, LaRussell sound like Teletubbies and Number Blocks. But see, I want to tell you something, right? This grown man shit, we don't appeal to children. When them little kids hear me talk, they gonna be looking directly at me because they gonna hear this baritone. It ain't gonna sound like Sesame Street. It ain't gonna sound like Barney. It ain't gonna sound like the Teletubbies. It's gonna sound like a grown ass man, like they uncle or they grandfather or they daddy. You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna tell them, nah, this nigga's bogus. Might smack fire out of him. LaRussell, we did. GMB, what? Yeah. The Michelin man, you get his ass off the stage. The Pillsbury Doughboy, we gonna get his ass off the stage. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how, yeah. And don't listen to nothing he said. We not gonna listen to LaRussell. Grown Man Bennett. You see what Grown Man Bennett's TV did to him? Oh, smack fire out of him. Yeah, they gonna talk, they talk like that. Smack fire out of him. Yeah, then pull my goddamn belt off. Everybody listen to me. And guess what them little babies gonna do? Oh, they gonna listen. Whip my belt right off my waist. God damn it, everybody pay attention. Put your phones down. Don't you listen to nothing, and they not gonna listen to your ass, LaRussell. That's why they got you out there with them people all in the backyard right here. It ain't no real men around. Everybody pudgy. Everybody soft on the belly. Yeah, these motherfuckers soft back, soft shell crabs and soft shell tacos. These motherfucker backyard full of soft shell tacos back here. Everybody, so look at this man right here. Everybody's soft in the motherfucker. He's soft. He ain't got no shirt under his jersey. He's soft in the motherfucker. Look at the motherfucker bald head man right there. Everybody's soft in the motherfucker. Everybody's soft. It ain't a grown man out there. Look at this motherfucker right here. Look at this person right here. Everybody's softer than Dollar Tree goddamn cotton. Everybody. It ain't a grown man out there. It ain't a man out there with no muscle on him. They're letting this shit ride for these babies. All right, so we're going to get biblical. We're not going to stay too much longer, but at the end of the day, to sum all of this up, he is being used to soften the hearts and change the narrative of what the Epstein files are. And they start with the babies. See, we all know. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We all know what's going down with Epstein. We all know what happened on them Epstein files. We all know what was going on Epstein's Island. We all know all the people that was involved with it, with them babies. It's a reason why they educate the babies. It's a reason why they focus on the youngsters, the next generation. They don't really care. Listen, they don't really care what we think. If we ain't going to go to war about it, they don't care what we think. But the next generation, they won't look at Epstein as a foul man. They won't look at the Epstein files as a terrible situation because they are already implementing songs in movies, in education. They're already brainwashing the youngsters. And LaRussell, I don't mind being the bearer of bad news, LaRussell. You are literally spearheading the movement. You are the spearhead. You are doing it. It's not going to end with Little Russell. It's not going to end with LaRussell. It's going to end up in the cartoons. It's going to be slidden in the cartoons. The Teletubbies are going to say something. Oh, Epstein he was heaven sent. They're going to have Barney saying the same. Oh, Epstein, he was heaven sent. They're going to have LaRussell he's going to perform this song on goddamn Sesame Street. And all the Sesame Street, Big Bird, Ernie, Bert, everybody going to be, and even Epstein, he was heaven sent. Oh. Yeah, that's my That's my Sesame Street voice. Yeah, that's my Barney, my Teletubby. They all sound like that. I don't know why. My little son, he be into that type of. They all sound like that. Oh, LaRussell, tell the kids how. Let's sing our favorite song, LaRussell. What's it called? Heavensent. Oh, yay! Yay, Heavensent. Let's go. And even Trump, he was Heavensent. Oh, yeah, me too. We all Heavensent. Oh, yeah, even Epstein too. Huh. He was Heavensent. Oh, that's how they sound. That's how they sound to me. You know what I'm saying? Bet money. LaRussell ass is gonna be on Sesame Street or on Nickelodeon on one of these shows for the babies singing this song. Epstein too. Oh, they're all. I seen SZA on the goddamn Sesame Street. LaRussell ass is going to Sesame Street. Yeah, I saw SZA up there. Icy Spice. I seen her ass on Nickelodeon one time, but with a cleavage out on. Icy Spice was on Nickelodeon with her ass and her titties out. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, you. To my bad. I seen Icy Spicy out there on Nickelodeon before. I gotta be careful. They try to get me. I shouldn't have said that. I wish I didn't say that. Did I say? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. God damn. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know why I said. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Let's get biblical with this, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Now, this is where I'm gonna go left. This is where it's gonna get a little bit deep at. Big salute to the chat. You know, Heavensent. He says, you know, the devil was Heavensent. Even the devil was Heavensent. Hold on real quick. I know we got more than that in there. Hit the like button and subscribe button when y'all come in here. Stop playing with the chat. Y'all nah, something ain't right. Y'all ain't. Man, boy, we are not in the algorithm. Not in the algorithm tonight, huh? Hit the like button, subscribe button while y'all in here. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm not gonna stay long. We definitely not in the algorithm. Please don't let them people, man. I don't want to let them people. I might. I hope I don't have to take this joint down. You can't say that word, man. You gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. But anyway, you know what I might do? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna edit it out before I get up out of here. Let's get biblical and let's get up out of here. Big salute to the chat. Heavensent, right? He says the devil was Heavensent. He says Epstein, Trump, you know, Adolf, you know, all these people was Heavensent. Even you, we're all Heavensent. And what you got to understand is, you know, it's truth in that. This is where it gets deep at. That's why I think it's nasty work what he did with this. You know what I'm saying? Because if you wanted to like put this out there as like a song where adults could hear it and then we could like gravitate to it, it would be a powerful song. But the fact that he aimed it and he delivered it for the babies, you know what I'm saying, in a nursery rhyme type of fashion, that's what make it nasty work, right? Because again, it's truth to that. All those people that he spoke on in that song are Heavensent. What do you mean by that, GMB TV? Where you going with this? Well, let's start with Satan, right? Let's start with the story of Satan, you know, the devil, whatever you want to call him, right? We all know that he was an angel. He was one of the most highs. He was the most beautifulest angel in the heaven. He was the angel of music. He had the most beautifulest voice. You know, that's why the industry is so wicked, because if you know anything about the word, you know, Satan was the angel of music. He was the angel of these frequencies and these, you know, he had the best voice. He had the most beautifulest voice. And he was cast out of heaven. So he was heaven sent. He was in heaven, right? He was an angel. And for whatever reasons they want to tell you, whatever reasons you take, when you read that book, you'll know that he was cast out of heaven. So even Satan was heaven sent. He was in heaven. He was of a righteous, you know, he was of a righteous dimension. He was in that place, right? Now let's get to everybody else. Let's just sum everybody else up, put everybody else in the pot, right? Newborn babies are the most innocent and the closest thing we have to see the Most High. When you look into the eyes of a newborn baby, and you know, just an infant, period, right? When you play and just the smell of an infant, a baby, you just know that they are pure. They have not been corrupted by the ways of the world. That's what make them so innocent. That's what make them so precious to us, is because they are born, right, from, you know, liquid and egg, right? They form and they are born through this portal and they come into this world. And, you know, for about a year or maybe two, we can look into these babies' eyes and we can see the purest of the pure. We can actually see a vision of ourselves that haven't been corrupted by the devil's playground, that haven't been corrupted by earth, by our environment. You understand what I'm saying? And Donald Trump was an infant at one time. Donald Trump was a pure newborn baby that had not been corrupted by this earth at one time. Adolf Hitler, even Epstein was a baby, bro, before he was ever corrupted by this world, before he turned into what he turned into. He was a newborn baby that knew nothing of this world. Epstein, you, me. It was a time that, you know, you can't remember, I can't remember, but there was a time where even you and me had the purest of innocence. We were in this world, but we were still not of this world. We had not been exposed or corrupted by this world. That's why we protect babies so much. That's why when you look at them, you feel the way you feel about them. That's why when you know, your girl could see a newborn baby and she'll get baby fever. Oh, look at the baby. I want a baby so bad. I just, you know, really what it is she's looking at something. She's looking at an innocence that is extinct on this world. It's extinct only until a baby is born. The purity in that baby, the innocence in that baby, you can't find anywhere else. Only when but the thing is, right, the Mother Nature, when a baby tiger is born, we feel the same way. When we see a baby lion be born, we feel the same way, even though once that lion is exposed to this earth, that lion is going to eat your ass. That same baby lion will jump on your neck, bite your neck, yeah, and delete you. Yeah, look you right in your eyes too, delete your ass. But as a newborn baby tiger, it's the most innocent thing. There's no other way to access that innocence other than a newborn baby. That's the reason why your girl, when she see one, she want one. She want that love, because you get that and you only get it for a couple of years before that baby's 3-4 years old. That baby's starting to be exposed to Netflix and YouTube and tablets and cell phones and food and poisoned water. This baby is starting to be exposed. This baby is changing. Now you got, you know, even at 2 years old, they call it terrible twos. The baby only been on this earth for 24 months, and that baby get to start turning into terrible twos. That innocence start to wearing off a little bit. Yeah, that baby would pick up a goddamn bottle and bust you in your head with it. Yeah. You be laying on the floor. Your 2-year-old baby will crawl over, pick up a bottle you left over there, crawl back to you with the bottle, and bust you across your goddamn head with it. You know why? And yeah, that innocence is starting to rub off. Yeah. That little baby ain't no baby no more. What LaRussell was saying is actually a fact. Before Epstein ever thought about an Epstein Island, before Epstein ever realized what he was into, before he was ever exposed or traumatized by whatever he was traumatized before, He was a newborn baby that just wanted his warmth of his mother, wanted to be played with, and wanted to be loved, and had the innocence of innocent. Donald Trump, he was a 6-month-old baby at one time that just wanted his mother, that was pure. 18 people running the house, newborn baby, a lady look at your ass. No, you know what I mean? Change your whole fucking mind. You be left out the house. I done seen people breaking cars. It's a newborn baby in the damn car. They done turned around. They done dropped off the baby. Not a scratch on the baby. They'll pull over, put the baby on somebody's porch. Not a scratch. Motherfucker in a high-speed chase. They'll stop what they doing and take that baby. So what he was saying was real. What he was saying was actually facts. And that's why I don't subscribe to Christianity or any religion. Because if Christians were what they were supposed to be, a Christian wouldn't be given any backlash to what he was saying. A Christian would be telling you, he's right. He's right. Even Satan had the grace of the Most High. Even Satan, in the Bible, Satan was able to go to heaven and talk to the Most High about Job. Had a full-blown conversation with God, Satan. And God was talking to him like that was his homie. Even Satan has a relationship with God, with the Most High. It's a deep, deep thing. And again, a lot of people they are so removed from the Bible or from the word. They've been tricked to think that it's not true and it's not this and it's not that. That they shun the Bible, they shun the word, and it's the truth. It's the truth in that book. So what he's saying is beautifully put. The fact that he's aiming it at children is my problem. What he's saying is not a problem. He's saying the truth. Yeah, even bruh. What I like to tell people is this, you know, the trickery of the evils, right, will make you argue with another man about if the stories in the Bible are true or not. Are they true? Did it really happen? Did, you know, Yahshua or Jesus, did they really exist? Or is this fairy tale? Or did somebody just write this? See, you will spend so much time trying to figure out if it's real or not that you will miss the most important part. The most important part to these stories and these words in the Bible is the morals in it's the moral compass that comes from it. It's not, if you believe it really happened, or if you believe that these are stories that lead you into a righteous life, that's on you. We wasn't there. But the grand scheme and the real focus point is the fact that these stories will raise righteous men. When you read these stories, if you get the message in the madness of the story, it will lead you down a righteous path. It creates righteous men, and righteous men create strong societies. They say soft men create hard times create strong men, then it's like a cycle. Strong men create easy times, and easy times create weak men. That's what we living in. Like, our generation was a generation of strong men. We knew we had to go to church on Sunday. We knew how to respect grandma. We knew how to respect elders when they came around. If we was smoking weed and the elders came around, we would tuck that shit down because we didn't want them to see us doing it. And we created easy times. And now these youngsters just don't give a fuck because it's too easy. So it created weak men. These men that we have now are weak. They weak men. They weak to the flesh. They weak to temptation. They weak. It don't matter if the shit is true or not. It don't really matter. We're not gonna waste no time arguing if he really walked this earth or if he really didn't walk this earth. the real message is in the madness. You know, did Job, he didn't curse the Most High. He lost everything. He still didn't curse the Most High. So he got everything times 10. Everything he lost, he got it back times 10. That is the point of the story. Not if Job really lived or not. What Russell is saying is the truth. We are all heaven sent. We all start off as innocent infants, innocent babies that don't know a thing about the world. We, you know, ignorance is bliss. That's a saying. Ignorance is bliss. So when you look at an infant, it's so much, they're so ignorant to what's going on around them, they have a second to live in absolute bliss. As long as the baby is being fed, you're treating the baby right, you're wiping, you're cleaning, you're washing the baby, you loving the baby, you nurturing the baby, that infant is living in an absolute heaven in bliss. You ever see a baby drink a bottle? Or you ever see a baby, you know, get breastfed, and after they get done, they get full off that milk, and they just sleep like, I mean, they sleep so motherfucking hard, they'll just be sprawled out. That milk had their ass sprawled out. That's why people say, I slept like a baby. It's pure bliss. Everybody starts out that way. Nobody starts out as a racist. Nobody starts out as a bigot. Nobody starts out as a homosexual. Nobody starts out in none of these ways of the world. Nobody. We all start the same way. Ignorant to the world. Yeah. Yeah. So, again, man, I'm not going to stay too much longer, but I wanted to make sure I threw that in there because just as much as LaRussell is being used by the higher ups and the elites, you know, the message in that song is absolutely powerful. But it's not a message that needs to be spilled to babies. That's not a message you give to the kids. That's weirdo. That's weirdo activity when you be a grown-ass man telling kids stuff like that and just saying it to them in a nursery rhyme. That's weirdo, you know. We might need to get you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a weird vibe when it come to them babies. You know what I'm saying? I like what you were saying, but the fuck you sounding like Barney? Why is you rapping? Why is you saying it like that? Why is you trying to connect with the babies? And they don't understand. You deliver that to us. And then you get your monkey ass up out of here. Yeah, your Pillsbury Doughboy built that. Yeah, let me be easy. Yeah, you Michelin man. Yeah, you got tires and all that shit wrapped around. Big breasts, all you get hanging down and all that in the front. I gotta be careful. Softer than Dollar Tree cotton. I'm talking, boy, shit. Yeah, punching bag, yeah. Yeah, you like a punching bag. And it's softer than Dollar Tree cotton, boy. Fluffy. You got fluff. I tell my wife when my wife get to eating a little bit, she get to getting a little bit on. I tell her I like a fluffy. Yeah, I don't lose no weight, baby. I like your ass fluffy. I like you when you're fluffy. Yeah, she be laughing at all that. She, don't lose too much weight now. It's a problem when you grown ass men out here walking around fluffy. Yeah, your ass fluffy. Your back fluffy. You're fluffy all right down your midsection and all that. Your thighs and all, man. Your big ass don't need to be. Hey, listen, respect. I'm trying to be respectful about it. I'm trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? But your ass, you know, you need to be talking about working out and all that. Tell these kids to get in the gym and do some push-ups or something. You trying to explain about Epstein? Somebody, your big flag, nah, man. Yeah, man. Put a sports bra on your big ass, man, respectfully, man. Yeah, need to take a man. I think, man, you know, inventions are, you get rich off inventions when you invent things that people need. And I think that we need to get like a male sports bra, like not like a woman's. I want it to be like for men. You know, I want men to feel confident like a tank top. You know, like a tank, like the G-Unit tank top, but it got like extra, you know, elastic around the area, around the cleavage area for men. Tighten up your goddamn breasts and all that. Put you know what I'm saying? You walking around. Yeah, look. Walking around, you're fluffy all up around your goddamn cleavage area. round all about your goddamn ab. Yeah, you round all up around your goddamn. Yes, put your ass round all up about your midsection right there, man. Yeah. You. We don't need you talking to the babies. Let me do that. Let a grown man with a baritone and a beard, let me talk to the babies and let them know what's going on. If that's what we need to. We don't need you put your ass talking to the people, man. Yeah, get in the gym and do a workout video or something. We can I salute you on that. Yeah, I think that we should get like a man. If I could, I'm gonna talk to my old lady. My old lady is good with patents and all that. I'm gonna see if we could get a patent for like a like a G Unit sports, bro, like a G Unit tank top. You remember the G Unit tank tops? They was like cropped in the front right there. You remember when 50 Cent them used to wear that tank top that had their chest out, their cleavage was showing in the front. It was cropped all around up around the chest area right there. I just think a lot of these dudes, these men, these soft men from this generation, they all fluffy, man, around about the midsection and all that, the cleavage area. These motherfuckers fluffy, man. I tell my old lady get a little fluff. I tell her I like it like that, baby. I like you when you're fluffy. She, oh, you want me to be fat? Nah, I'm not. Nah, I don't want you fat. But I like when you're fluffy. I like when you're soft, man. I like to touch your ass off. Everything soft on you. And my old lady probably wants somewhere in the chat. She be my old lady be sneaking and digging. Listen, I was at the wedding. Let me say, let's go to a lighter note, right? I'm at the wedding. When I go live, I went live, I think for about 10 minutes. We did about 1,100 views. Big salute to everybody that saw the live while I was at my homeboy wedding, right? I had my old lady. I'm looking around. I get to glance at her phone. She got my live up on her phone. I'm saying, what the fuck? Yeah, what's going on? She got my live up on the phone. She got a motherfucking sneak account. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. She watching my damn live from the phone and all that. Yeah, so she probably watching now. She know I'm telling the truth. Yeah, my old lady get a little fizz, you know what I mean? Put a little happy weight on. It's called happy weight, you know what I mean? You know, she put a little happy weight on until I tell her I like it fluffy. Yeah, getting a little fizz. Do you think I'm getting big? Nah, you're not big yet. You're not getting big. Just a little fluffy. And I don't like it. Keep the fluff. I like the fluff. Yeah, I don't want you to lose the fluff. But the problem is, dudes like LaRussell and all these other men, I want y'all to pay attention. Just start looking at the men around. When you go outside, you will notice a lot of these dudes don't have Adam's apples. They don't have like veins in their arms and shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't have like certain hands. But they all got the fluff. They all got the fluff around the goddamn, you know, the cleavage area. They all got cleavage and they all fluffy all up around the midsection. Rick Ross type niggas. They all big, they got money, but they soft. And if me and my old lady could come up with a man sports bra, like a sports bra for dudes like LaRussell to hold up that cleavage, I think we can make $1 million, $2, $4, $5, $6, $8, $9 million. Like, yes, I think billions of dollars. We can get to selling them over. We can get with Skims. We can get the patent. Get with Skims, right? Get with Under Armour, right? $1 trillion ideas. They come in, they go. They come and they go. And yeah. Get Kim K, because a lot of you niggas, y'all like Kim K. Y'all like to dibble and dabble in the skinny jeans, and y'all like to do what the ladies do. Y'all young boys, y'all like to dress like the ladies. You wanna wear purses like the ladies. You wanna wear Skims. Y'all idol is Kim Kardashian. We don't need to let dudes like LaRussell give messages to the babies. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. Try to keep it respectful as possible. I'm gonna close. Like I said, right? I'm at the wedding with my old lady. You know, I went to a wedding. Salute to my homie Gnarly, man. He got married this weekend, and me and my wife went to the wedding. And you know, just watching them get married, man. You know, I've been married for some years now, so it's been a while since I've been to a wedding. But listening to like the sermon and the dude, the guy that married them, he was very good. He preached a really good word. He said a lot of good things that me and my wife talked about, and we had a great time. And it just really reminded me, like, you know, we all come a long way. You know what I'm saying? And if you doing the same thing you was doing 10 years ago, you just wasted 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And this go for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even hard gangster jail dudes like the homie Zippy, right? Zip with the drip, you know what I'm saying? Dudes like him, right? They come out of jail, they gangster hooligans. But you know what? You start building relationships, your homies is getting older, y'all got families and things is happening. And these dudes, people gonna start getting married, man. You're gonna be at a wedding. You're gonna be going to weddings, man. And I was just proud to see the homie get married. He's a good guy. You know, my wife and her people, they know him. I know him through him. He's a really good guy. You know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, it's just really amazing to see people really take that covenant seriously. It's not about a contractual agreement. Before anything, the reason why you do it the way they did it, the reason why you do it like that is because it is a covenant under the Most High. It's a covenant. That means it's protected by the Most High. So anytime anybody asks you this and asks you that, you know, it's a reason why you do it that way. And I just thought it was an amazing situation. We got super wasted. We had a bunch of drinks. Like I said, I was live for a few minutes. My old lady was on her phone watching my live. I'm saying, so she be in the chat and all that. I think you in the chat right now. I'm sure your ass watching. Like, yeah, show your fluffy ass. Like, no. Oh, there's a lot I want to talk about, man. You know, but we'll get into it. But I just, you know, I was gonna say something else as well about the wedding. I just thought it was just really refreshing to see, man. People still finding love in this day and age. It's a nasty time we living in. You know what I'm saying? And like just all the way around, like I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't married, I probably wouldn't get married in this day and age. It'd be really hard for me to get married, like with the women that's around, all the stuff it's just so crazy. But yeah, salute to Gnarly, man. Him and his wife, amazing wedding. We got wasted. I was drinking what's them mojitos, mint mojitos. Yes, sir. If you don't know what you get to drink, get a mojito. Fire, boy. I got wasted. Ate the food, had salmon, all kind of food in there. Ate birthday cake and everything in that. We eating cake. Yeah, we had a good old time out there in the wedding, man. Big salute to them. Fire. Like I said, man, you gonna end up, your homies is gonna start getting married. People around you is gonna start getting married. This is what I wanted to say too, right? And I thought about this on my flight home, right? To all my homies that listen, and a lot of my homies, they be in the chat, they be watching my stuff. I might clip this up. If you stay long enough, you might hear this. But this is what I'm about to start doing from here on out, right? Because a lot of the homies is getting married, and I get it, right? If you want me to be in your wedding, because I know, oh, yo, GMB, it would be an honor. If you would be my best man, it'd be an honor. If you would be one of my, you know what I'm saying, you know, one of my groomsmen, it'd be an honor, GMB TV. Would you be in my, yeah, okay, I'm going to be in your wedding. Oh, yo, we getting married in the Bahamas. We need you and the old lady to come. Can y'all make it? We gon' come. But these weddings is very expensive, man. Yeah, it's very expensive, man. You know, you want to get married in Rome, some goddamn way. We got to fly out to Rome. We got to make sure our passports is right. I got to get the tuxedo. I got shit. I got to make sure I'm right. Wifey got to be right. We got to get a room. Yeah, we got to stay in a nice hotel. We got to do our shit. We out that motherfucker. We about to spend some money. We about to spend. Listen, when your homies start getting married and they get to having weddings, that shit, well, yeah, you ain't even got to be in the wedding. Just to go to the wedding, yeah, it's going to spend some money. From here on out, I'm going to draw up contract. I'm coming to your wedding, but I'm going to draw up a contract. And I'm gonna put all the expenses on it, and it's going to be a legit situation. Yeah, I'm gonna take that motherfucker. It's gonna be legalized. and I'm gonna put all my expenses up there. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of shit. Oh yeah, my tuxedo, the old lady, you know, she needed to get her stuff. We make sure her hair was done. We had to make sure that the jewelry was clean. We had to get the flights. Yeah, we had to get the flight 2-way, round way. That's 4 flights for me and my old lady. For me, it made my son. That might be 6 flights. There and back. If EJ coming, that's 6 flights. We're gonna put that on the expenses. Everything, hotels. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. When y'all get old and niggas start getting married, it's expensive than a motherfucker just to go. In this contract, if you get a divorce within the first 10 years of marriage, you gonna pay me my motherfucking money back. Yes, yes, yes. From here on out, nigga, from everybody, listen, I know you're in here, I know you're watching. From here on out, oh, yo, GMB, it'll be an honor if you will be in my wedding, yo, you would, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool, I'm gonna do it. Me and the old lady, we got it. Yeah, if I ain't got it, my old lady got it. We gonna put the money together. We gonna spend thousands of dollars. Yeah, thousands of dollars. This wedding right here, you gotta think. We paid him for flights, nigga. It's crazy. Donald Trump, he got the ISIS people all at the goddamn airport. Flights expensive than a motherfucker. The hotel's expensive than everything expensive. We at the goddamn wedding. We drinking. We having a good time. It's an open bar. We getting drunk. We gonna take advantage now. Yeah, we gonna take advantage. But after about the 4th or 5th mojito, I said to myself, I'm gonna draw up legal contracts, nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna have a notary come to the house and notarize this paperwork. It's gonna be a legal, and you gonna sign it, man. You gonna sign this motherfucker. And if your ass get divorced within the first 10 years, you got 10 years. If you get a divorce, I'm gonna take your ass to court. You either gonna pay me my money or I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm gonna take your ass to court. I'm gonna do like Cameron and J. Cole. I'm gonna go through the proceedings this evening. Yeah, I'm gonna take your ass to court. Right-handed guy. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, sir, your honor. Hand on the Bible. You want me? Oh, my bad. You want me to put the hand on the Bible? I thought it was put your hand in there. Put a hand on the Bible. Put one hand in there. Okay. Do you? Yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth. Your ass need to pay me this $10,000. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't give a damn how you feel, bitch. Ass, we ain't gotta be friends then. But you gonna pay the money, and I'm gonna draw the contract. I'm gonna get it notarized, because the one thing I can't stand is to come to one of y'all weddings. Oh. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu salam. Yeah, you like what? Assalamu alaikum, assalamu salam, nigga. The one thing I can't stand is I come to one of your goddamn, waste my time and my money, flying out to goddamn Cancun, Tulum, the Bahamas, wherever your ass want to get married at. We done flew out, spent all this money. We spending goddamn money, swiping shit. And then 2 years, 24 months go by. My wife, my old lady, she know everything. Oh, baby, did you hear about what happened, blah? I don't never know nothing, because I don't do that. I don't know nothing. Oh, and she tell me your ass got a divorce. She tell me your ass on the rocks. People, you can't get it right. Everything fucked up. My white old lady done told me what's on the phone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then and then now I'm telling you, I hang the phone up and I'm saying to myself, I'm counting money. $2,000, $4,000, $7,000, $8,500 goddamn dollars, and your ass at the court, you getting a divorce, bitch, your ass gonna pay me some money. I got to do it. From here on out, don't invite me to your wedding then. Yeah. Don't invite me to your wedding. Don't ask me to be your best man. Don't ask me to be a groomsman. Don't ask me. Nah, don't. Just leave me out of it. Just leave me out. Please leave me out of it. Cause your ass gonna have to pay. And I needed to get, that was a download that I needed to say. Yeah, you gonna have to pay. Your ass gonna sign this contract before you sign your wedding contract. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, before your ass go to the courthouse, I got this paperwork for you. Go ahead and take care of that, boss. Go ahead and take care of that, and then we good. From here on out, I'm not going to another goddamn wedding for free. I swear to God, and if you get a divorce, it's all good. Just pay me my money, and then y'all can go y'all separate ways. Y'all can live happily ever after. But before you do that, get my money together, please. It was about $8,900 we spent on your destination wedding, because we had to fly out to Greece, and then we had to sleep in one of them big ass hotels. We got to have a king size bed. We had ordered some room service. The old lady, she liked it, she popping open waters and shit. And then we had to fly back. We flew back first class. Yeah, we needed some leg room. You spend about $10,000. Just get the money. Just get the money. I appreciate it. Because a lot of people that got married, these motherfuckers ain't married. I'm finding out my old lady, what's going on? And then then I'm finding out your ass ain't married. I didn't know, because I don't get in your business. I don't get in people's business. That's what the old lady is for. Yeah. That's what the wife is for. The wife can get in your goddamn business. She gonna tell me, baby, you know what? Yeah, I didn't know that. Nobody didn't tell. I'm too busy doing whatever I'm doing. That's what I got. That's what I married you for, to get the business. What's going on out there? All right, I just want to put that out there. Big salute to the chat, man. We just need to get in the algorithm. Big salute. They definitely was playing with this chat. They did not want this out. I don't know what's going on. I would have had way more subscribers than that. It's cool. 5,000 views. We ain't in the algorithm. I took the weekend off. So we're gonna leave that at that. Big salute to the chat. We gonna go live tomorrow for sure. And we gonna go up with this TSA. I want to talk about, the traveling, being as though I just came, from where I came from. I was on a flight, TSA, Trump, and the ICE agents, man. We gonna talk about these ICE agents, bro. This shit right here. Now I'm gonna wait for this chat, but that shit is getting crazy. And again, I'm gonna connect the dots. Excuse me. I'm gonna connect the dots like no other. My G. This ICE agent shit is getting out of pocket. You know what I mean? And we're gonna talk about that. These non-disclosed areas where they housing these girls at. These illegal immigrants. Mysteriously coming up pregnant. All these illegal immigrants in these, undisclosed areas in these detention centers is coming up pregnant. And then they taking them off to some other place where they getting the babies. We're going to talk about this. All right. That's tomorrow. I'm sure we'll run up the algorithm with that as well. Not sure what time. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure your notification bells are ringing. Because it could be midday. It could be later that night. However it go down, we going up. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Universe. This joint about to get crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty. These people, man, it's nasty work, all right? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know, man. You could tap in, you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We're not sugarcoating nothing, and we're not dressing nothing up. I'm only here to give you this game, this pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope, and we ain't counter whipping this dope. It's the purest on YouTube. It ain't nowhere else. It ain't another trap house in these YouTube streets where you can get this dope as pure as I'm giving it to you. Nowhere. It's not another trap house in these YouTube streets serving it straight off the brick into the bottles. LaRussell, man, I peeped your moves, homie. You know what I'm saying? This humiliation ritual was a little bit different, and then it went over a lot of people's head and under their bridges. But that ain't how it go down here at Grown Man Business TV. You know what I'm saying? We are not, nobody's riding your coattails. Nobody's sweating you because we are just speaking about what is public information. And the fans are the most important thing. That's why I don't call my subscribers fans. I call my subscribers investors. If you've been in tune with the channel, or if you are just now getting in tune with the channel, when you hear me say salute to all my investors, I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I'm talking to everybody in the comment section. I'm talking to everybody that subscribed to the channel. Because if you take your thumb or your pointer finger and you push the subscribe button, that is you using time and energy. Just that little bit of time and that little bit of energy to hit the subscribe button. Time and energy is the highest form of currency. So I don't say fans. Y'all invest in the channel with y'all time and y'all energy. That's why we don't do, I don't ask for super chats. I don't say, yo, support this war and give me some money. I don't say that because before the money, I need your time and I need your energy. That's the only thing I need from you. If you decide to, do something in the super chat and all that, that's all good. When the music is available, you want to cop the music, that's all good. But your time and your energy is what make this channel 60,000 strong. I can't. You see me do some weirdo shit, hanging out with Lil Nas X. Who am I to say you shouldn't ask about? Yo, GMB TV, what you doing with Lil Nas X? Homie, that ain't what you was selling us. You was selling us grown man business. Now you over there with Lil Nas X and Saucy Santana? Nigga, what? You should feel slighted. You should feel like I robbed you. You ever see me hanging out with Saucy Santana, you should feel slighted and you should feel robbed. And you should say something. That's it. None of these people have nothing without their fans or investors. All right? That's what makes this channel so pure, is because you still get a chance to go somewhere where it's a man that's just going to talk directly to what it is. It's not Charlemagne the God. It's not DJ Envy. It's not none of these, cookie cutter celebrities, these news outlets. It's just a grown ass man speaking grown man business. All right. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.